Hey everybody, welcome again. Just I'm doing my thing. Still working and working and working and working. You see here, I erased the eyebrows. I thought they were a little bit too high. Sometimes you don't notice things until you like within it, and I'm like, I need to bring them down a little bit. Like she was saying, So I brought them down a little bit for placement. It's still not doing anything too dark around there because everything is not finalized. A lot of shadows going on up there on the forehead. But you can see that white space above that eyebrow I'm going over now. I'm going to fill that back in. Yep, I'm working. Yep, I'm working. See that? It's like magic. I had, did some more detail with the eyes, filled them a little bit. And a lot of artists, well, I can't say a lot of artists. I've seen some artists when they draw the eyes, they'll leave a white space on both sides of the eye, like extremely white, and that's not right. The eye whites are covered. They're not covered, but they have shadows projected onto them from the eyelids and the orbital sockets because they sit back in the eye. So, that gives it that depth that it needs, that we always looking for, or that I'm always looking for. So, still working the cheeks, molding and molding, like I said in the first video. Drawing is like a mold, like a sculpture, and you're constantly trying to work out the details out of that lump of clay. So I'm trying to get a lump of clay detail out of a one-dimensional surface. I'm trying to get 3 dimensions out of 1 dimension, and you have to rely on a lot of the shadows and everything for that. Okay, I'm about to go in and put a lot more darks. Here you see my 2B pencil. I used the heck out of this on that train drawing I did. A lot of you saw me post drawings, stages and steps in a train I was working on for a little while, and that pencil I used a lot. So it's a nub, but hey, you use it till you can't hold it. Sorry that you can't see what I'm doing because my hand is in the way. But when I move my hand, you can see the difference it's making. Now here's where I typically struggle because I want to go extremely dark. Her eyes are dark. She's got very dark brown eyes, and so I don't want to make them light because she's not a light-eyed baby. So I got to get pretty dark as I can. Like I said, you got to constantly push because if you look at her, if you were to look at this original photo, you would see that she has very dark eyes, and they've got to be the darkest thing on the paper besides the inside of her mouth. So that's why I'm really trying to push it as far as I can get it without making it to where they get too dark and too shiny because it's really hard to get rid of that shine from lead. But yeah, just working out the details. There's a lot of different things going on in the eyelids, and so I really want to make it as true as possible. You can see me going in and out of the picture because I'm trying to get close because the phone is right above my head here. And even though I got this new setup that I'm doing, it's still over the picture space. I can have it go higher, but then my head would be in the way all the time and you wouldn't be able to see the picture. So it's well, it's actually right below my head. I can look over the phone. It's me holding my thumbs up. I'm ready to go after sharpening my pencil. But I'm actually looking into the phone as I draw, and then looking at the computer, and then pulling away from the phone and going over to the side and looking and everything. So it's an adjustment, but I think I'm doing okay with it. And you guys let me know what you think. I've got a lot of views and I appreciate it. Nobody's really made any comments out there on YouTube. And like I said, I don't mind the comments, as long as you're not being disrespectful. It's just me sharing my love with you, but you can comment out there. It's cool. So here I'm going in a little bit darker on the mouth. Because like I said, you get done doing the eyes, then you do the mouth. I should mess with the ears next. And with the exception of maybe putting in her eyelashes and, a few strokes in her eyebrows to make them so it look like she has hair or has eyebrows, that's about as dark as anything's going to get. The inside of her mouth right there, and her eyes, and that and the ears. And so that's pretty much almost complete as far as the darkness of them on the tone. Now, even in that ear, I'm not going to darken the entire ear because as the ears fold and turn in and what have you, the plane or level on that ear doesn't hold shadows and doesn't hold light. Like the entire ear doesn't do just one thing. That's why there's so much depth in there. It's the back of her earring. Some things you can just get away with just giving a hint of. Just know that there's no point in going into a ton of detail for a back of an earring that's up under her ear. So that's kind of pointless. But I just, you just know it's there. I think I might have bumped the tripod and was talking to the baby, talking to Dawn, and then came back. That's probably why there's a little pause here. And got somebody working on something for me is a huge favor. Um, Chris is helping rig up something that's going to allow the light to suspend from my tripod arm. Instead of being over to the side, it's going to be directly above it. And it's a magnetic light, so it's really going to shine even more. But right now, as you can see, my shadows to the right. That's because the light is projecting from the left. But when I get this light rigged up, it's going to be projecting from the top. Still might have a few shadows from my arm, but for the most part, it'll be more even and be able to really flood the paper better so you can see everything. I think it's really coming along well. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the process. I'm happy that I can share it with you all. There's now going to be 6 videos. So that first one has got over 62 views, and man, that's really awesome. We got to get them other ones up there. Like I said, I don't know in the future when I do other drawings besides this one. I don't know if I'm just going to do just one video, but from what I gather right now, YouTube only allows 12 minutes for the videos, and I guess that's because I'm new or whatever. But it'll be extremely difficult for me to film a drawing in its entirety from start to finish and post it up under 12 minutes, even if I double and triple the speed. What you're seeing so far is me working pretty quick. I typically don't work this fast. So this drawing so far, I've probably put in 2.5, 3 hours. That's fast. But once again, I'm not going for that knockout detail that I typically get. But if I was to do something like really, really, really detailed and layered, like something in color, it can take me 60 or 70 hours. And I can do a time lapse on that. But that's going to take some practice. So anyway, I'm getting to the end here. So you guys check it out. I appreciate you as usual. Hope everybody's staying safe and with this whole COVID thing and doing the best that we can in these trying times. So you guys continue to hang in there, love each other, uplift one another, and until the next video, I'll talk to you soon. I might do a live broadcast this weekend too, so I'll let you know. I would love to have more people on for that. All right, thanks a lot and have a good one.